Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm going to use the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. For supportive oracle cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen, and there's her last name that I slowly edge forward. Okay, I'm going to put these up here. We're going to start with the oracle cards. I'm going to do them face down to start. I don't know. Sometimes I just do that. A lot of times I tell myself it's because I get card drunk, but honestly when I'm just in the mood and I'm feeling it, I just put them face down. Okay. Alright, so they're all face down. I wanted to flip them over, but I'm like, no, take them as they go. Six of Cups reversed. So that's a misrepresentation of the past is my first thought. Well, okay. You've got faith and confusion here. Confusion falling over to the side, obviously. I can't even hold on to it. But this is... I feel like there's misrepresentation of the past. It's almost like somebody that you feel you should be able to trust. It's kind of like they let you down. And you're kind of like, but you really care for this person. You really like them, and you're just like, there must be something here I don't understand. I'm getting like some confusion. Literally, the confusion is like what I'm totally getting. Like I'm trying to make sense of like what somebody did in the past. Like they really let you down. They did something that you're not expecting from them, and you're trying to be okay with it. You're trying to have faith like it's not really that bad. Something from the past doesn't make sense though. It's like either they did do something and it was really negative towards you, or there's something that you don't understand. There's another factor and you don't know what that is. You're trying to be best foot forward on that. You're trying to be optimistic is what I'm trying to get. Like you're trying to see the better part. You're hopeful. You want to be hopeful. It's not the Star card. It's not the Fool card either. You want to be, I don't know, you're having a hard time with that. How's that? You want to believe better for someone that you're not sure if you should. That's heavy. I think that's heavy to start. The other side is the Three of Swords with perfection. I feel like they're trying to ignore something. It's almost like they made a bad decision. They know it hurt you, and I feel like it's one of those things where they do regret it. They're embarrassed about it in a sense. I don't know if it's embarrassed or just kind of like, even they look back and they're just kind of like, they know what they did. They don't have a good excuse for it, and it bothers them too. They're just kind of like, it's just looking back like, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I did what I did. That confusion does seem to come over to them a little bit, but in the sense of like, they really don't have a good reason for why they did what they did in the past. They are bothered by it. I feel the Three of Swords is for their own actions. They have the Three of Swords for their own actions. Like, they can't look back and feel good about it. Now, you and this person are doing well at this point. I don't really feel like the past is being talked about, but I almost feel like this other person is trying to make up for it. Meanwhile, they know that you might be a little apprehensive is what I'm getting due to the history. Like it's just a smart way to be. Kind of like I want to trust you, but I got to be a little smart about this. You got me once, shame on you. You know, get me twice, you know, shame on me and all that other good stuff. Somebody put that in the comments once because I tried to say it and I screwed it up. So now I'm trying to say it right. So it's okay at that point. This is all face down. This whole thing. Justice and instinct is coming forward. Now, exactly how is this coming? Something is coming forward. When I'm feeling justice, it's definitely related to the past. Is it a verbal thing? Is it like somebody's coming forward with something? It's almost like there was a problem between you and this person, and you want to look at them in a better light than you kind of can at the moment, but you'd like to look at them in a better light. I feel like there's another person or another influence coming in and saying, well, this is what happened. Here's some details that you didn't know. And it's like the other person knows it. Either they're right there at the same time, which is very likely, or it's like they know. Somebody else is like shedding light on the whole subject, like, well, you don't realize this was going on at the same time, or this is what was happening, and here's the details you're missing. Justice with instinct. This person, like, something wasn't right at the time when they kind of disappointed you. Something else wasn't right in their life, is what I'm getting. That's also coming forward, and this energy, whoever's pushing this forward, justice is coming forward, but it's also explaining like more about what that person was going through when they made this bad decision. Okay. So far, I think this is kind of good because it's all past tense. It's something that already happened. Something that you actually, I feel like you need emotional resolution for. So far, I feel like this is going well. I'm like, it's all face down, so I don't know what's coming next. And I'm kind of like, what's coming next? I'm doing this whole line all at once. Okay. This has to be worked out. It's like all the chips are on the table. It's like all the dirty laundry is right out there now. It's all right out there. Questions you didn't have answers to, you now have answers to. The other person knows it. I'm getting acceptance with the Eight of Pentacles on this other person's side. Like, they own up to it. If this reading is hitting for you, this person is owning up to it. It's acceptance with the Eight of Pentacles. It's kind of like, that's the truth. This is what was going on. I'm not happy with what I did. I'm not proud of what I did. It bothers me a lot to this day that I even did that. I don't know if you can forgive me really for that, but I have no pride. I am not happy about what I did in the past. But that was happening, that stuff was happening in my life too. I can see how that would affect why I did that. It doesn't make it right, but you know, I feel like they're owning it. Now this does make an effect for you. Somebody owning their mistake, especially when you want to see them in a better light, them at least owning it and admitting like they did something that they're not proud of, and just admitting like, this is what happened, that I did do that, I'm not proud of it. I feel like that energy is there. You've got miracle on your side with the Seven of Wands. It's not like it's all wiped off, clean slate. I don't think that's realistic. I feel like the Seven of Wands is kind of like you feel better about it. I do feel like you feel a lot better about it. But it's kind of like, well, there's hope here, and maybe we can push this into the past. Maybe we can move on to this. When the truth comes forward, it's a little stinging. It stings a little bit. But at least you know, it's giving you some resolution. You're hopeful for the future at this point. You're thinking you can let it go, but you're like, well, I don't know if you're saying this to this person. You might be. Let's see how things go forward. You're like, I want to believe the best. I really care about this person still. They did own up to their own mistake. They did tell me the truth. They did say they weren't happy that they did that. It's not really wiping the slate clean, but you're kind of like, the Seven of Wands is making me feel like, yeah, I think I can forgive this person, but I'm going to have to wait and see how the next couple months go. If I can really let it go, I will let it go. It depends how I feel. Like, I have to just watch and see how we get along the next couple months and just see how I really feel. Between the two of you, I do think things are going back in line the way they've been previously, prior to the incident, whatever that incident was. But it's like things keep moving forward. It's trying to just kind of like see where it goes. Both sides, you and this other person, seem a little kind of like, it's like a raw moment. You know, it's an open sore moment. And you're both just kind of continuing forward, and it's just kind of like, we have to see where it goes. I feel like that's where both sides are like, well, okay, this is good. I want to forgive. Let's just see where it goes. The next card is growth. I feel like the mending of this relationship is true. And what I mean by that, it's kind of like, you know, if you're going to use like a sore analogy, you hurt yourself, right? And instead of just ignoring it and letting dirt get into it, and it just does what it does, and maybe you have problems, maybe there's skin discoloration, maybe there's some other bumps and bruises that shouldn't be there. Instead of just ignoring it and let it go away, what you did was like, okay, there was a sore here. It wasn't being taken care of properly. The bandages were old and nasty. We cleaned off those bandages. We took peroxide. You know, it wasn't fun, but you know, we did what you needed to do to honestly clean it up. And now that we're doing the growth, we're making sure it heals correctly. Like, we're taking care of it. We're putting vitamin E on it, maybe. We're making sure it stays healthy. And we keep cleaning it off so the skin can heal correctly. There's true growth there. There's true healing is what I'm getting. Like, actual healing. Not just one where it's like, well, there's some healing just by default. You're actively working with this person. You're actively healing this moment, both of you together. Okay, where's our resolution? This is interesting. And the tower is here, but it's kind of like it's back and forth, which makes me, when it's upside down, it's kind of like it's holding the tower up with a couple sticks, and it's just like the tower will. You can't get away from it. It will fall sooner or later. But when it's reversed, it's kind of like you got a warning shot. You know, you better get your ducks together and get them out of the tower before it falls. When it's right side up, you have no warning. So it's like, it's going to fall either way. When it's upside down, you kind of have a warning. This is not bad, ironically. Because you have release with destiny coming in. I feel like this person is actually going to leave your life. One way or another, they're going to leave your life. You got release, you got destiny. I don't feel like we need to go too far down the road. I don't see this being bad. Like, I don't feel like this is ending in a bad way. Because some people, I feel like some of them are going to pass away. And I'm trying not to say it, but I keep seeing these stupid gravestones. I don't want to say it. The more I don't want to say it, the more I feel like I need to say it. Some of them are going to pass away. Others of them are going to move away, or their life's going to change, maybe a job change or a location change. The tower, like, it's upside down, right side up for some. It's you might get a short warning before they leave. You might get a short warning. For a lot of you, I feel like it's just like they're done, they're gone. See, I don't want to see it this way, but they've got completion here, and there's that stupid grave again. It's the tower. Oh boy. It doesn't have to mean physical death. It does not have to mean that. And it's a general read. But when this person leaves, I mean, I feel like there's a change. Some people, it could be a business change. It could be like they're moving out of state. There's a abrupt change, though. It's abrupt. The tower can come in reversed, which just means there might be a little moment before you know that it's going to fall down, before it's going to leave. But this is going to end. They got completion on their side. Like, this situation is going to end, but before it ends, I feel like you're healing this situation. On your side, the way you're reacting to this is like, I feel like you're happy that you did what you did. You're happy that the relationship healed. I don't really feel any animosity on your side. It's just like life took a turn, things changed, and now you're both on your own now. You're doing your thing, they're doing their thing. I just feel like the tower hitting, it doesn't have to be like, you know, you're never going to see each other ever again. But for example, if it's a move, like it's a significant move away. You might be connected on Facebook. You might be chatting on, you know, texting, whatever. If that's the case, it's the tower reversed. It'll go along for a little while, but sooner or later, this person will exit your life for this lifetime. Life's going to get busy. People lose track of each other. I feel like it's going to split ways. It seems like the growth, the healing of this is really important, though. It makes you happy that, like, the way it ended, you did. Like, you have resolution. I don't feel you having emotional upset when this goes. It's just one of those things where this person leaves your life and you're just like, I'd rather they were still in my life. One of those things. But life is going to take a turn here, the tower. I feel like that's why I did this whole reading face down, because I think that would have bothered me the whole time. But I feel like it's good because it's healing this relationship. There's nothing unresolved. I feel like they're saying it's worth it. This is very worth it. I'm still kind of shocked at the way that's ending. I'm like, well, it's not bad. They keep telling me it's not bad. It's really not. So I gotta let it go. I'm gonna let it be there. Hopefully that helps. Thank you for watching, of course. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.